Welcome to today's explainer. I want you to imagine just for a second, watching everything you have literally ever worked for, your entire life's legacy, just going up in flames right before your eyes. Honestly, how would you react? I know most of us would be absolutely devastated, right? But today, we're going to decode a psychological protocol that the top 1% of minds use to do the exact opposite. We're looking at a framework of strategic resilience that doesn't just help you survive a total catastrophe, but actually turns absolute disaster into an unfair advantage.
Section 1, the 1914 laboratory fire. Okay, let's dive into this. We are going all the way back to the year 1914. The legendary inventor Thomas Edison is standing outside, watching his massive laboratory, which housed millions of dollars of his life's research, just burn to the ground. And the really stark reality here, he was 67 years old. 67! That is an age where losing absolutely everything should completely, irreparably break a person, right? This is the point in a career where you're supposed to be resting on your laurels, not watching your entire empire turn into a pile of ash. By all conventional logic, this fire should have been the tragic end of his story.
So, what did he do? Did he panic? Did he drop to his knees and cry? No. Against the backdrop of a raging inferno literally destroying his life's work, he calmly turned to his son and said, "Go get your mother and all her friends. They will never see a fire like this again." I mean, wow. It's a shockingly composed reaction. It almost sounds crazy, doesn't it? To invite your family to watch your absolute ruin like it's some sort of evening fireworks display?
Section 2, decoding Amor Fati.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the underlying philosophy that actually allowed Edison to have that level of composure. It's called Amor Fati. It translates to loving your fate. As our source material outlines, this isn't just some neat little catchphrase you put on a coffee mug. It's a ruthless psychological protocol used by the top 1%. It's a calculated method designed specifically to turn absolute disaster into an unfair advantage. You don't just tolerate what happens to you, you actively embrace the whole shebang.
Section 3, average versus elite minds.
You see, when tragedy strikes, the average mind completely breaks. It immediately asks, why is this happening to me? And it slips right into victimhood. But the elite mind, it operates on a completely different frequency. They don't just passively accept failure or grit their teeth and push through it, they embrace it. They literally love their fate. When disaster hits, the elite mind seeks to completely master the circumstance rather than be crushed by it. And Edison embodied this elite mind perfectly. He didn't just survive that traumatic fire. The very next morning, while literally standing in the smoking ashes of his life's work, he looked around and said this: "There is great value in disaster. All our mistakes are burned up. Thank God we can start anew." Think about that. He found the ultimate advantage in the absolute worst-case scenario. Let's move to and see how this builds into some real momentum. This shift in mindset didn't just make him feel a little better, it drove massive, immediate action. The very next morning, he reframed the disaster entirely. And within weeks, he didn't just recover, he innovated. He actually invented the portable searchlight.
And the result of that rapid innovation? He made more money than he had originally lost in the fire. This absolutely proves that Amor Fati isn't just some philosophical comfort blanket. It yields huge, tangible results. For Edison, loving his fate literally paid dividends.
Section 4, reality as your fuel. So, the crucial point is, how do we bring this from 1914 right into the present day? How do we use our own harsh realities to propel us forward instead of letting them hold us back? Look, this is not about fake positivity. You aren't pretending the fire isn't hot or that losing everything doesn't hurt like hell. Instead, it's a ruthless psychological strategy. It's your weapon against becoming a victim. The goal here is to completely stop fighting reality and instead become the absolute master of your circumstances. If we map this all out, it really becomes a structured 3-step protocol. Step 1, stop fighting reality. Just accept that the fire happened. Step 2, use it as fuel. Find the hidden advantage, exactly like Edison recognizing that all his mistakes were just burned up. And step 3, become unbreakable. Because to truly rebuild an empire, you have to be willing to start from the ashes. Which leads me to ask you directly, what fire is burning in your life right now? What disaster are you currently facing that feels like it's completely destroying your hard work? I want you to challenge yourself right now to look at your own disasters through this exact elite framework. Stop asking why it's happening to you. Let those fires burn away the old you. and use those ashes to rebuild something stronger. If you can master this mindset, you become something incredibly rare. You become truly unbreakable. I want to leave you with this final thought. The fire doesn't destroy you, it refines you. So when everything you've built turns to ash, what will you choose to forge in the flames?